Hello, Gemini. It's umomg.tarot, and this is your someone secretly talking about you tarot card reading. Let's have a look using the astrology reading cards and figure out who's talking about you, and then we'll get into a tarot card spread. If you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description. There's a link to my website. And here is your first card. Gemini, your first card is Virgo, and the energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. So you have Virgo energy, and this sign in particular is associated with Mercury, like your sign. So there's some familiarities in terms of communication skills, technique. Maybe you don't act the same, but you sure understand each other the way that you communicate. Also, this Virgo energy is very, very conservative and practical and logical. Is very sensitive, but doesn't like to get caught up in emotions. And yeah, let's keep going. Your next card is Capricorn, and the energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. So Gemini, you're connecting with the energies of two earth signs now. So we're thinking of a person who's very stable, and not necessarily, that doesn't make them great and everything. It means that they're very logically thinking, or logical thinking. And so this is like, to me, it goes, okay, well, you're kind of no nonsense if we're going to lean towards anything. Like, you try to stay in control. You try to be organized, and you try to make 1 + 1 = 2. You may see things in black and white as well. So this person is also giving us the Scorpio energy. And so this energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. I feel like this is like a good watery-ish or a good sensitive mix of earth and, yet practical. It's almost like a creative that can actually put the work into an organized plan. So Scorpio energy is giving us the creativity, the intuition, the dedication, the loyalty, emotionally, spiritually. And then Capricorn is giving us the commitment, as far as just, we made an agreement and I stand by it. So we see this energy that's very consistent and very very fixed. Okay, so now let's have a look at the tarot and see what's going on as far as what they're saying about you. Because this feels like a person who's very stable. So I feel like this person's usually in a leadership role, or you seek their approval, because they're the stable fixture, right? And also with that Capricorn energy, it's like it gives us that boss, and Scorpio energy actually gives us that boss kind of feel. Okay, so here we go. Your first card is the Fool in reverse, followed by the Strength card in reverse. 2 major arcanas right off the top. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles upright. I like it. And then we have the 5 of Swords in reverse. And finally, the Star card in reverse. Okay, so we have 2 instances of Aquarius right off the bat, both in reverse, so we have to take a look at that, closer look. We have another 3 major arcanas, which means big themes are coming up in this conversation about you, or as pertaining to what they're saying about you. This is not just petty gossip or idle gossip. And then it's a unique circumstance around the situation as well. We have the Strength card. This may be a situation that has been over a long period of time. It's not just a random, hey, let's talk about their personal details all of a sudden. This is like, well, they've been, first it was the separation, now it's the divorce, like it's a long-term type of enduring situation that people are seemingly talking about. Now, Ace of Pentacles right there, that's a new beginning, and that's also very exciting because as you know, most of this energy is very earth-based, and earth is pentacle, and pentacle is money, so opportunities to either be improve efficiency, health, or overall lifestyle, and that's usually some sort of, well, it can be money, and opportunities to gain, money and things, material things. So we have the 5 of Swords as well, and that is what's giving us a little bit of this kind of mirroring energy. It's like, well, what are we enduring here? Because the Strength card is here, so we know that we're putting up with something. We're sustaining ourselves within some sort of chaotic event. But then we have the 5 of Swords, and it's giving us kind of a trying to recover or recoup some sort of betrayal, some sort of unexpected falling out, some change, some transition that that is very uncomfortable because there was conflict or some sort of, wound, emotional wound, thought wound, that needs to be rebalanced before progress can take place. I feel like the experience, although troubling, although stifling, may have been enlightening. I feel like it might be for this person, might be for you, just going through this situation of this person talking about it. But I feel like, the greater picture is that this person is talking about this situation as it involves you. So you may have gone through a situation like this, and this is what they'd be talking about. They're talking about the time that you tripped, fell, fumbled, and endured. But they're also talking about the setbacks because of it. Now, if something new is happening in your life, they may be talking about you in a very celebratory way. Oh, I'm glad that, this new opportunity came to them. Maybe it's a new partner, maybe it's a new job, maybe it's a new hobby. This person's like, okay, well, there's this new thing, and it's like opening the doors for conversation around you. I feel like that takes a gander into your past where you may have had a setback. 5 is an uncomfortable number. It's a change, a transition, a revelation, a rebirth, but it's uncomfortable. And so I think that that's the focal point from which people assert or assess how you're doing now, which I feel like new opportunities in front of you. But again, they're talking about that past, that rocky past. We have the star card right on the end of that, which revolves around hope and the divinity of events that transpire in your life. So the Aquarius energy is in reverse. So I feel like maybe you were out of luck for a long time. Maybe things were seeming a little hopeless. I feel like when it came to this, it just almost feels like maybe there was a series where it felt like you were unlucky. Maybe they're discussing that. So when an opportunity comes to you, let's hope they're not discussing this in the sense that, new opportunities coming to you and you're going to fumble the bag. You fumble the bag because you're unlucky and you don't have that awakening to you. This card also represents enlightenment, awakening. So realizing what your issue is so that you do not repeat old patterns and old cycles. That's not what we want out here. We want growth, we want evolution. But it is possible these people, especially if they're in a place of authority and you're not performing to the best of your capabilities, this spread could easily read as somebody offering an opportunity. 5, the change, the transition, the learning curve may not go so well. And whoa, you okay, girl? That's uncomfortable. That sounds uncomfortable. Okay, so and just the kind of continuousness of the Fool at the beginning and the Star card at the end makes me wonder about that, about the repeating cycles and habits, because Scorpio is also a sign that is ruled by the planet Pluto, who rules rebirth. And so that is about, cycles, living in the afterlife, living again, the afterlife, reincarnation, the afterlife, the cycle of life. So yeah, I feel like people are talking about the evolution of you, if not considering you for an opportunity, and maybe they're weighing the pros and the cons. Maybe they're trying to gauge your emotional maturity or your intellect. Like, are you at a level where you can, do such and such and such? I feel like maybe this might come after a long period of time where you go unappreciated or unrecognized. Maybe like you've been in an entry-level position for a long time. You're enduring that, and a new opportunity comes up, and these people who are speaking about you may have some, have some awareness of growing pains. And but I feel like, this Aquarius, this is a unique circumstance. There may be a unique circumstance around the whole situation. This person looks like they're gonna move, and they were talking about quitting, or this person's worked here for 20 years and has shown no growth, so now we can't give them the senior position just because they've been here a long time. So yeah, there's just nuances around that, but it feels like it's kind of related to work. It feels like it's kind of related to something that you've been dealing with for a long time, and new opportunities, and the uncomfortable transition in pursuit of those new opportunities. Alright, so there it is. That is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, share the video, and if you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description. There is a link to my website, as well as a link to my Etsy shop. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.